Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. I'm back again with another video. Now, no doubt, if you've looked at Sky Sports or any football news outlet or any social media account, you've seen Szczęsny have an interview. I don't know what newspaper it was, but he's had an interview where he's spoken about the future with Juventus. He's spoken about his time at Roma. Obviously, most importantly, he's spoken about his time at Arsenal. Now, as well, documenting how really and truly he didn't want to leave. And he said that again. He said initially his plan was to go to Roma for a year and come back to Arsenal. Obviously, by then Wenger lost patience, and although I wish Szczęsny was here, and not like some people that were flip flopping between opinions, I believe that he was a good keeper at the time, but it wasn't the most serious professional. If he was behind the scenes, fair enough, but what it appeared in the perception the public had, it didn't look like that. So you can forgive Wenger for losing patience. I mean, you remember the Southampton and the water bottle business. So yeah, that by then he went on loan. After that, went on loan to Roma. He wanted to come back. Obviously, I believe Czech came in. Czech, I know he's declining, but Czech and Szczęsny at the time, there's levels. You're looking at it as he's obviously going to play. There was talk of, oh, you can come, be second choice. I thought he would do that for the first season. Turns out, yeah, man, things happen. So, yeah, man, he said times were tough. He said it was tough. It was a tough decision ultimately to leave Arsenal, even when these things were happening, because he thought he would retire here. He thought this was going to be his club for life. He followed us as a boy, allegedly. I know all these players say that club of his dreams. He played for the club of his dreams. All of that business. Yeah, man, young guy coming through, first choice keeper until the nonsense. Thought it was going to be, but as a footballer, these things happen, and once the chance to go to Juventus happened, you can't fault him. I mean, you can argue these things happen. Him playing crap at Arsenal was better for him, to be honest, because it forced him to get out of the comfort lifestyle. Wenger didn't lose patience. He'd still be here to this day, like Theo Walcott, doing his nonsense, and we'll be talking in this exact spot about why players don't improve. But because Wenger finally lost patience, it forced him to go on loan to Roma, another country, another environment. He has done that before, but another environment, another culture, learn a new language, all these sort of things. He has to grow up a bit and become. He is a man, but become a better man and start focusing and things like that. And if he didn't go on them loans, have a decent year at Roma, he's still making the same mistakes at times, but the 2 years at Roma and impressing, he wouldn't be understudy at Juventus to be fun, whether he plays or not for the season. He's going to collect some medals and probably whatever happens in the Champions League. So yeah, he also addressed the rumours of the smoking. He said the shower thing ain't true, changing room thing's not true, but he did do it once at Arsenal, to which he owned up. Fair play to him, to be honest. Like I said, he left his comfort zone, and that's what happened. He gained something greater, to be honest. So yeah, the worrying thing, well, he clearly did improve a tiny bit, but the worrying thing is that he said he didn't improve tactically or technically from the time he's been here. Now, we know that there was rumours over Gary Playton or whoever the goalkeeping coach wasn't very good at his job. You can evidently see that, not to dig anyone else out, but Czech is making the same mistakes. If Czech would like to save a penalty, it'd be nice. Czech's my guy, but they are the facts. Yeah, man, you can see why he didn't improve. He also echoed what I've been saying and what a lot of people can obviously tell. Playing for Roma and Juventus they had specific analysis for players. Like I guess in his case, he would know strikers' characteristics, the runs they make, the sort of finishes they like to take, and things like that, as well as obviously the team shape, how the team want to play, cerebral approach to the opponents, them sort of things. Where he said at Arsenal it was interesting. It was more physical preparation. I mean, what physical preparation could Arsenal be doing? I mean, passes isn't exactly physical preparation to me. But yeah, that's what he said. So well, we also have to balance it out and be fair. At the time, Szczęsny, you were pretty immature and pretty silly, so you weren't really going to improve for yourself because Wenger's not the guy to hold you by your neck like these Italian managers would do. You couldn't do certain things that you was doing at Arsenal at these clubs because you'd be out the side. You think Allegri's taking that, so you kind of had to pattern. But that sort of stuff levels. Like I said, personally, if it was up to me, he'd still be here fighting it out with Czech, trying to, I believe, competition, you can't have two keepers, but realistically, Czech's on his last legs. Fight with him, whoever better man wins, to be honest. And yeah, to sell him for some peanuts, I mean, if he does go and become, at least for the first 18 months or so, Juventus' first choice keeper, then so be it. I mean, there's obviously Black and Donnarumma and all of these sort of guys. I mean, you never know what can happen in football, and there could be these keepers that come out of the blue. But yeah, I saw an article, so I thought, let me talk about it. I always do this for you guys. Deluded Kuna, I'm signing out. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, guys, get in the comments. You know the rest.